Well, happy execution day, everyone. I've definitely been pretty busy lately, and I have a lot of things I need to keep on working at. But it's like, it's Wii U and 3DS Online Service Execution Day. I couldn't not stream today. Also, what layout was I last set to on 3DS? This or Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon? Oh, it was Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. I should have figured. Whoops. I kind of forgot about that until just before I started. So, boop, boop. That layout. And then, boop. And this. And this. Wait. This. Yes. Okay. But my chapters are not showing up. Oh, because I have the thing there. But it's currently set to the, the Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon chapters. I'll fix that later. I'll fix that a little bit later there. But yeah, you're doing Visit Castle right now. It's got 100% success rate. Yeah, with me, it just would not work most of the time. I don't know why, but it just kind of didn't work all that well. But yeah, here in the land of Fire Emblem Fates, where my buttons are not working right now, I did set it to be my controller instead. Do I have to reset this? Is that what's going on here? Oh, circle pad left, right. So yeah, in about 2.5 hours, the online servers for 3DS and Wii U are going to be shut down. So there's going to be no more visiting castles in this game anymore, which means the whole getting materials. Oh, I was trying to click down here, but it doesn't let me while I'm still setting up the inputs properly here and stuff. Start, select, yeah. Now things work. Weird how it kind of resets that sometimes. Don't know why that is. Anyway, the whole gathering materials from other castles and being able to visit other castles that are a little bit ahead of you so that you can visit higher level armories and staff stores to get the seals and stuff that you need. Yeah, you just won't be able to do that legitimately like ever again. Things have very much gotten to the point where if you want things like materials so that you can actually forge your weapons, you do just have to cheat, is the case. Like, you can technically do it legitimately. Sometimes you'll talk to people and they'll give you like a single material and then you can try to farm it in the arena, but so dang slowly, like so slowly, so painfully, it's not going to work out super great. So you can still technically play this game legitimately, but you'll only get promotion seals at the rate the game wants to give you, and good luck forging things like ever. Like, have fun with that. But yeah, grinding legitimately is like an MMO grind. Yeah, very much seems like. And yeah, I did see the stuff that you posted yesterday there. That seemed pretty neat there. Also, well, hello, Guzman. Won't be able to hear anything if you're talking or say anything. Not home right now. I don't have earphones. Just want to stop by and say hello. It's been busy today so far. Well, I hope the rest of the day goes well. I'll just transmit that thought into your brain if you can't hear right now. But yeah, so it's gonna be midnight over there that the servers go down. Pretty sure Birthright won't give you Norian items that way, vice versa in Conquest. Oh, yeah, so you just also... It might also just become impossible to ever get materials from the other kingdom and weapons from the other kingdom, apart from, like, the ones the game gives you. Like, there's a, the Kodachi, something like that. Whoa, gosh dang it. I've been busy here. There's, like, a single Kodachi that you get here, for example, which is a Shiden weapon. I don't remember where I got that, but I have a single one of that. But you won't be able to visit other kingdoms and get any more of the different things. It's gonna be actually limited. So, yeah, if you want to play Fire Emblem Fates without hating life constantly, it's gotten to the point now where you have to cheat. Like, that's what happened. Or at least in the next, after 2.5 hours of elapsed, that's gonna be the way that Fire Emblem Fates is until the end of time. I mean, since the eShop went down last year, you can never buy Revelations anymore, so yeah. If you ever get a cartridge of Fire Emblem Fates or of Birthright or Conquest, yeah, have fun! That's not, but yeah, no, the eShop was shut down last year, was the case. Well, yeah, if you get like a hack console or something like that, but I don't know if you can, I assume that's Homebrew Shop that stands for there. H-Shop. I always assume that things are like typos because like years of experience on Twitch. But yeah, a place you went to also had the last cab-forward steam locomotive on the planet. That's pretty cool. Enjoy a few hundred people who own Revelations and can get everything non-DLC. It's probably more than a few hundred, but yeah. So, yeah, there's that. we are going to continue with our printing project that we've been doing here of trying to print a new Master Sword. I have assembled what we've printed so far as part of this playthrough. I do think it has turned out a lot better than this little failure of a Master Sword over here has. But, it still didn't fit together quite as nicely as I want. It didn't quite snap together and stay together. Like, I figured it would stay together and then I could glue it. But, one of the pieces, one of the crossguard halves snapped on really nicely and then stayed put. And the other, I just could not snap on there for the life of me. And then the one that was already on there, I couldn't really take off again. Like, I was very confused. So this has been sitting in the vice grip in my garage for like the past couple weeks. Because it's like, I would vice grip these two notches together with some glue in the middle and have that set. Then after a couple days have passed and I'd semi-forgotten about it, do the same with this bit here, gluing it together while it's pressed in with a vice grip. Then do it with this bit here. Then do it with this bit here with like these little clamps of mine. And so there are some little gaps between these that are like glued together. I don't think that's gonna be coming apart, but like you're not gonna notice it unless you look really closely. But yeah, so it could be better, but it's not the worst, I guess. It'll stay together. It'll get the job done. So yeah, this is but not quite as easy as I thought it would be. So we're continuing to print the next part of the blade piece. So we're gonna print the piece that goes here, the one that looks like the part that looks like this here. This little next section. Oh, and my little dragon Dudo fell. And he's probably not gonna stay there. Let's just weave him between the Pokeballs that are there. I guess you could barely make him up. But this piece is what we're printing right now. My hotkey is here. A little bit of lag as we switch. So yeah, we're gonna continue with trying to print this out, and we'll see what happens there. And hopefully the blade pieces themselves will fit together nicely. But yeah, and hello Lohikari. I didn't see the solar eclipse. I did see like some videos that people have posted of it and stuff though. Look forward to watching Revelations in a few years where people will view it as a historical event. Yeah, if it's like the gap between Birthright and Conquest around here where there's just like a couple of year gap between playthroughs. By the time we get to Revelations, everyone will be like, whoa, what's that? This is like a historical artifact right here. But yeah, be cool if you printed a Yato for the Revelations playthrough. I don't think anyone has made like a full Yato model for printing out. I can look it up. Let's see here. Oh man. Let's go on to Thingiverse first and foremost. Zelda's a popular one, so of course someone would have like a model of different pieces that slot together. I don't know if Fire Emblem Fates is popular enough to have something like that. I can look it up. Fire Emblem, let's just look up Fire Emblem Yato out of curiosity. Corn Sword Fire Emblem. Is this like a singular piece? 6 files. Oh. Oh. Hold on. Where's my display capture? Huh. Interesting. So it is meant to be like a full-scale sword. Someone has made a 3D model for one. Except it's not like this where it's different pieces that you can print in different colors and stuff. Like this, I don't need to do any painting because I just print the different pieces in the colors that they need. But this, it looks like, is just here's blade halves and stuff. And just print it in one color, a light color, like a white or something like that. And then glue it all together and paint it. Doesn't look like anyone else has made it. People commenting. STL with all the sword assembled. Small print version. That is kind of cool, though. Do they have a picture of it printed out? Nope. So who knows how well this works. Well, printables. Printables. Let's see here. Out of curiosity. But yeah, I could potentially try a thing. Fire Emblem Yato. Nope. There's usually more things on Thingiverse. But yeah, this model was posted in 2016. Wow. But yeah, hello Skyward Future. First I managed to catch you live because time zones are a thing. Yeah, fair enough there. It's a little bit of an earlier stream today. I usually stream a little bit later because I wanted to be live during the 3DS shutdown thingamabop, during the public execution of the 3DS and Wii U online services. But yeah, I could try printing that. That sounds kind of cool. It might be a bit of a pain in the butt to assemble. It probably needs a lot of glue, and I don't know how confident I'd be in it staying together, but I'm intrigued, and it would take a lot of painting, but I could try it and stuff. Yeah, Fire Emblem Fates winning debates with its mates opening the gates never ever late. World's greatest rapper, Dracovian Lancer. Welcome on in, Lancer. Also, it's gonna be a little while before we get to a map today, because I've been grinding since last time. And you know how sometimes when I grind with playthroughs around here, I will cheat and always disclose that I cheat just to negate grinding time? So the truth of the matter this time about whether I cheat or not to level people up and get skills is I actually didn't cheat this time. I actually played it fully legitimately. Because the last time that I played this was like a month ago. Because I've been so busy with other stuff lately. Like, when was the last time I streamed this? This is stream 36, so the last time was stream 35. When was stream 35? Hold on, let's look in my video producer here, out of curiosity. It is currently the 8th of April. Oh, stream 34 was March 5th. When did I do stream 35? I must have passed it. Or something. It was at least a couple weeks ago. Probably a few weeks ago. Where is stream 36? Where the heck? Am I going crazy here? Or stream 35. It was on March 22nd. Okay. It's not actually as long ago as I thought it was, but it's been a few weeks. And so, whenever I've gone with my family on long drives from point A to point B and I'm a passenger, or my family is like watching a movie or something in the living room together over dinner, it's like I put my save data on my actual 3DS here. Wow. Since I can transfer my save data around. And I just played it like actually completely legitimately. So not even using save states because I was on my actual 3DS. Which is definitely a bit annoying if you lose a unit in grinding to some bad RNG and then you have to restart the whole map and you've lost all your progress. But that used to happen to me a lot when I grinded back in the day when this game first came out. It actually doesn't really happen to me all that much anymore. I've learned to play really, really carefully and take out all the green guys with my strong dudes that I don't need to grind anymore. That can also replicate. And then save all the golden guys for my weaker dudes. And I also found out that apparently if you take out all the enemies in boot camp before you even get to the point that more of them have spawned, it just ends the map there. So 4 turns? I'm pretty sure my record was 3 turns. Oh, maybe because I didn't transfer my global data over. I just transferred my save data, is what it must have been when I transferred my data back. Anyway, I hit a record of 3 turns, but I didn't transfer the global data. And I was like, oh, it can just end. And I kept on forgetting that sometimes and getting too carried away and killing everything. And I was like, oh, whoops. Didn't get to the end of the map where there's like a bazillion gold guys that I can take out. And I just wasted this attempt. And I can't load state to go back. So that was more so the thing that impeded my progress. So yeah, and it's been a hot second since the last time that I did completely legitimate grinding in Fire Emblem Fates, and remember just how tedious it is. So any of the green guys will give me 1 EXP, and the gold guys will give me like 20. So I gotta take out 5 of them to get a level up. And it sucks. But because I had time while we were going from places and watching movies together and stuff like that, I was like, hey, I may as well do it legitimately, because I can just do it as like a sort of passive activity, or it's the active activity while watching the movie, or being a passenger is like the passive kind of thing. So yeah, I made some really big progress that I'll go through here in a hot second. But yeah, my online services, they're right where I left them. You'll have to search the whole world. Do we commence a countdown while we're here? We could. I don't know how I'd put it up. I did think about doing like that, something like that. I also thought about programming like some sort of crazy sound effect to play right at 5 o'clock my time when the servers get shut down. But I was like, I'm just gonna go right into it. I don't know how long. It probably wouldn't take me super long to program something like that. But I don't even know what sound effect I would play or what thing would happen. I'm not sure. But yeah, making the Omega Yacht would be a pain just because of the blade teeth since it's a chainsword. Considering it's all one model there, it probably wouldn't be too bad. But it'd just be like a standing still model of it. Like, they wouldn't be able to move and stuff. But yeah, let's see here. So close to modding your 3DS, just need to wait for it to be fixed. So coming up here for sure. Missed that whole Yesent meme where people were all trying to one up themselves and eventually got hoops. That whole thing rebob there. And I don't know what the Yesent is a response to anymore at this point. I might have missed it. Got all your spot pass units in Awakening and got all the support, so you're good. That's good. Also, apparently there's like an archive of people dumping like all their spot pass content to this one GitHub repository with modders hoping to one day be able to replicate spot pass, like emulate it, since it won't be possible to do at all anymore. So it is possible that Fire Emblem Awakening might one day have its spot pass content restored. We'll see here. But yeah, I want my 3DS online services. You can have it. I left it all in one place. But yeah, you know, just those jagged parts can be flimsy, depending on how big they print, potentially. Like something like spikes on a dragon, like this, actually aren't too bad and aren't all that flimsy. Like, this is pretty solid here, for example. I'm not too worried about this stuff breaking off. I mean, when I bring it down with me to Texas and Louisiana in a few weeks' time, I'll try to pack it to make sure that there's no risk there, but like much bigger spikes like on the Omega Yato shouldn't be as big of a concern, and stuff like this I'm not too concerned about. I don't know where I'm putting this. I printed this for Guzma. He, since I'm going down to New Orleans, and these are the colors that he requested, and it actually turned out as a pretty cool looking dragon. But yeah, probably pick up your 3DS from repair on Wednesday, though there is the Pretendo thing being worked on. I don't think I'm actually familiar with that. Anyway, so I got Midori to level 15 in Merchant, so I reclassed her to Mechanist. She just needs one more level to have gained 4 levels in Mechanist and get Replicate, so she's really close to getting that one. Valoria got up to level 15 in Swordmaster, so she got Astra, and she got... I would have preferred, like, more res level ups, but oh well. And now got Luna, and I guess I could reclass her right now. I don't know if I... Well, Armored Blow is pretty good, too, so I'll give her Armored Blow. Level her up in that. Ophelia, she's working on getting Replicate here. Dwyer's working on getting... I believe it's Bowbreaker? Something like that? Whatever the thing that Strategist gives. Hold on. I should pull up a tab with my spreadsheet, which I don't have open right now. And I also found out that there's a lot that I just can't do right now. So I couldn't finish my grind because I need people to be friends and stuff with each other. Also, here's some adults that I became better friends with because of the My Room thingamabob. So there's going to be a lot of support conversations. So it's going to be, like, probably well over an hour before we do our next map. It's going to be a hot second. But yeah, some people I just couldn't reclass into the things that I wanted to reclass them into to get other skills because they're waiting on S supports or A+ supports. So, and I don't show the supports off camera, so yeah, there's that. So what the heck is... Oh, Dwyer was working on Rally Resistance is what he wanted. Because I'm planning on turning him into my Grandmaster, so he's going to have Rally Spectrum, and then he'll get Rally Resistance from Strategist, and then he'll get Rally Defense from... Wyvern Lord that he gets from A+ing Percy is the plan. So he's gonna be like my rally bot Dudo is what's going on here. That's what he's doing in Strategist. 3DS as a console is an interesting system because you love the system's games and the vibes of the console itself, but the actual console feels super flimsy where if you grab it hard enough it's gonna shatter into 1,000 pieces and you hate that. Yeah, there's a couple small chunks missing from my original 3DS. As fans trying to get servers working. Oh, that's pretty neat. You're working on Replicate as well because Replicate be real good. You've actually gained a few levels since your singing is based on, like, the singing XP is based on the level of the person that you're singing to. So you've gained a couple levels, a lot of which have given you, like, +0s. Who was it that I got a few plus... It was Ophelia that I got, like, 2 +0s on. Despite the fact that it's only her luck stat that's maxed out, I got, like, 2 +0s with her. And I was so mad. Anyway... Also, Adma coming out of nowhere, subbing for 65 months now. Holy crap. Made it to one of your streams. Hey, how's it going? It's been like 10 years. How time flies. Yeah, indeed. How time flies. I appreciate the 65-month resub there, Adma. That is a heck of a long time to be subbed. I'm pretty sure you have, like, the sub record here by now. Welcome back to Team Animatic. Enjoy another month of the emotes and the sub badge.
One of your streams. Hey, how's it going? It's been like 10 years.
Things are going all right. Just really busy. I'm trying to 3D print a whole bunch of things lately because I want to get my list of things to print to take on my trip done before the trip. And there's a couple packages that I want to send out to friendos in Germany before I go. And thinking about 3D printed stuff, Anima, when I sent that package of a bunch of 3D printed things to you, I realized, like, I don't know if I already mentioned this to you, but one of the things I printed out that I meant to send to you was like this Animal Crossing leaf. And it's just been sitting, like, over here now for the past close to a year because I forgot to send it to you. And it's just still here and stuff. And oops. But with all these cool things that I've been printing and different things that I've been trying, like these dragons or these cool different kinds of Pokeballs and stuff like that. Have you ever want, like, a new thing about a new package of 3D printed stuff? Let me know and I'll send some more things your way because I've been tinkering around with cooler designs, but it would have to be after my trip to the States. Because I still have like 50-something hours of printing time that I need to get through before my trip. But yeah, Yeah, more like animal grossing. That's what be happening there. You're working on getting Soul right now. Working on getting Luna. You already have Luna, but I just have you in this for something to get some new skills in while I'm leveling up in that map, since I ran out of units that I could continue getting new skills on that I wanted, because it's like, I can't reclass you into the things that I want yet, so Ignatius is just kind of here as hired help and like, get things like armor blow while you're at it. Leo was healing. Nina, I do have more skills that I want to give her before switching her into her final class of adventure, but she can't reclass into those things right now, so I was like, hey, why don't I just switch her to this to 1, start getting staff experience, and 2, have a healer on the map of a child unit, and then I can bench Leo. So that's what I did there. I started bringing Nina along, and then I started bringing Leo again when I ran out of units that I could get new skills in that I wanted. And he just like shurikened people to whittle them down and make them easier to kill. I was pretty much done with Siegbert. He got the things that he wanted before needing to reclass, so he's just there as hired help, just hand-axing people, so he's not activating skills and just whittling down foes. You got your thingamabobs. You got Soul. I just haven't assigned it, I think, because it's like a little bit of extra damage while I'm grinding there. You got the things that you want. You're going to want to reclass into Mechanist and get Replicate, but you can't do that until you A+ Midori. You got Bowbreaker from Sorcerer, which is going to be really, really nice when you're in Dark Flyer. And you're basically done with this. Xander has the things that he wants. I can reclass him. I made sure to get my unit to the place that I wanted, so this is now my final setup of Norian Trust, Dragonfang, Draconic Hex, Replicate, and Vantage. So my unit's done. We're good. So I've been busy. I've had to use Eternal Seals on a couple people. And yeah, I don't know what my hours are at since the last time. Would have to look at the last part and how that compares here. But yeah, let's see here. When New Horizons came out and the Animal Crossing fandom for like 6 months became the new wildest fan base. I do remember that, yes. Feels so out of place since you're not working 2 jobs out, you're bored half the time and you're stuck with what do I play, what do I do? If I had more time, I would say play Tales of Symphonia with Guzma and me, but like I'm barely streaming nowadays. Like usually I have several different series going up at once, where it's like I do a stream from time to time of different series and they get cut up into parts for daily uploads, and so I usually have like multiple things going up a day. For a little while I only had like Princess Peach Showtime videos going up as the only playthrough. That just ended. I did a stream a few days ago of Assassin's Creed Odyssey for the first time in a while. So now Assassin's Creed Odyssey is my only series that's being like regularly published to the channel nowadays. Soon this, when I cut this up into parts. But yeah, it's weird. It's the least that I've streamed in quite a while. But yeah, you remember those days when the calamity of Rona? Yes. Sounds like Anima needs a hobby. May you recommend trades? May I recommend antique vehicles? You can help me find a carburetor to get my truck back on the road since my truck's not working right now. I might talk about that a little bit later after I threw a bunch of support conversations. Star Ocean Second Story R, awesome RPG, decently long, like 30 hours, and don't do everything, pretty good gameplay. Recommend that to Anima. Not interested in local motives. The local motives, what about international motives? Things that are a little bit farther, maybe. Anyway, from my regular playing, we have a lot of support conversations to get through. I did not really, I think I actually did pair people up at the very beginning based off the supports that I needed to fill out. And then after a while, I was just like, yeah, this is just filling up with like a whole bunch of people. So, holy shit, we are going to be here a little while. So, you know, be prepared to buckle your seatbelts and be in for the long haul on this one. But also, one bright side of having a whole bunch of stuff like this is if I spread this out across a lot of parts. The last part of Fire Emblem Fates was part 175, so this will be part 176 right now. If I spread things out enough across to the end, it's possible that we might be able to try and end Fire Emblem Fates Conquest on part 200, and then Revelations would start at part 201. Wouldn't that be so satisfying? Wouldn't that be so cool? That'd be awesome, right? So I'm gonna try and do that, but we'll see if oh, it ends up going. But yeah, spring break, nice. What's up, guys? Not much, just celebrating the public execution of the Wii U and 3DS services today. Action figures, you do doodle or write your campaign, you want to join on Symphonia. Yeah, you guys stream towards the end of the night, you still have to be up super early. I don't even know what the last time that we streamed Symphonia was. You will recommend Star Ocean's Second Story R to as many people as possible because one of your favorite RPGs of recent memory. Fair enough. Here, let's do some supports and stuff. I've got your new and improved medicine, Dwyer. At last, Midori. Fork it over. I figured out how to tweak the formula. Yes, thank you. Gimme. I did all the proper research. I'm sure it'll be perfect this time. I may be the judge of that. You might need to, gulp the whole thing down at once. Why? Doesn't look any more disgusting than last time. Smell is smellier, though. Take my word for it. Gulp it fast. Don't look too closely. Wait, are those... Yes. There are eyeballs in this. That's the secret ingredient. Does it help to think of them as jelly spheres? Not really. I'm not sure that I'll be able to drink this. Oh, I see. Then don't. I understand. It's not your blubbering face, Midori. I'll drink it. I knew you would. Here goes. God, do I need to swallow those? All done? Should only take a few moments to kick in. Oh, it is different this time. I feel all tingly from top to bottom. Tingly or alert? Zippy? All of the above. This might be better than coffee for pep factor. You don't look very different. I look just the same whether I'm sleeping or awake. Oh good, as long as it worked. Sorry it was unpleasant. It's not your fault. I blame the eyeballs for being so textural. Well, the fact is that the most effective medicines are the most icky. Compliments to the chef, then. That was perfect, Midori. You're the perfect patient, Dwyer. So, can I try out all my new medicines on you from now on? Your personal test subject, eh? Yes. Just hold the gross stuff. Maybe I'm being a baby, but I can't stomach eyeballs. I thought you just did. Also, when I do cut this up, I'm gonna try to average parts around like half an hour-ish, because that's usually what I go for a lot of playthrough stuff. So I'll look over at like how long I've been streaming, and whenever we get close to like a half an hour mark, excluding like the stream starting soon screen, I'll say like, hey, let's cut a part here. Let's spread this out a little bit and try to end this on 200 parts, because it'll be super satisfying and stuff. Also, what was I about to say? Oh yeah. This is probably going to be the longest session of just doing supports in this entire playthrough. Like, no doubt about that. At least with Conquest. There might be something longer with Revelation sometime later, who knows. But with the Conquest here, this is going to be the longest session of just supports. So, like, expect a few parts in a row of we're just doing supports for a little while. So, yeah. Yeah, let's see. You've been playing Final Fantasy VI recently. It's the best Final Fantasy game you've ever made. You made Final Fantasy VI? Nice. Yeah, see, when you're not being an epic gamer, you're writing stuff or more accurately coming up with amazing ideas and not writing them down. Hey, that's what you gotta do. But yeah, let's see here. I figured that meant played. Percy. All right, Percy, ready to learn some manners? Yeah, I can't wait. Good, we're going to start with proper dining etiquette. Why don't you show me how you normally eat? You got it, Midori. Time to dig in. No. Percy, what is wrong with you? That was terrible. Huh? What do you mean? You used your hands. You were chewing with your mouth open. Don't even get me started on not using a napkin. That was disgusting. I've got to remember all those rules. Sheesh, manners are hard. Don't get discouraged already. We're going to start from the very beginning. Okay, sounds good. Pop wouldn't give up. No, he wouldn't. Let's begin with our utensils. See how I hold the chopsticks? They are supported by my thumb and ring finger. Wait, ring finger? I always use like my thumb and index finger. Maybe I've been doing it wrong. I don't see what that has to do with being a knight. I can hold an axe just fine. Percy, we talked about this. Knights live by a code, and that includes manners. Okay, I'll try. Oops, the chopstick snapped in two. That was too much pressure, but that's okay. I planned ahead. I brought extras. Thanks, Midori. You're doing your best. I'm not giving up on you, so don't you give up either. Now, let's practice unfolding our napkins. Also, for this first part, I'm just now realizing I only have like so many official arts of like all the different characters, especially the kiddos here. So maybe I should just do like one of these conversations with one of the parent units. And then I could be like, hey, excuse to slap one of their PNGs on the thumbnail instead. There are some that I only have one official art for. I wonder, do I have multiple of Benny? Let's find out. Yep, I have multiple of Benny because he's a character in Fire Emblem Heroes. Sure, let's do that then. And I can slap Benny onto this thumbnail and it'll be relevant. Here, planning ahead. Hello, Benny. Do you have a moment? I feel I must apologize. It's okay. Happens all the time. Is that so? Well, that makes me feel even worse. Please, don't. I know that my appearance can be off-putting. For some reason, the stories about me spread like wildfire. Well, to be fair, they are good stories. Oh? What's the latest you've heard? That you blew on a volcano to stop it from erupting? False. That you forged an axe with your bare hands? False. That you punched a bear in the face? I would never! Who's been spreading that slander about me? God. Anyway, I'm sorry that I don't really live up to my reputation. Benny, please don't apologize. I think I'd like to learn more about who you really are, if that's alright. What? Did I say something wrong? No, I'm just surprised. The first person to express that kind of interest in me. Well, that's a shame, because you seem like a nice guy. I suppose I am. Thanks for not being scared of me, Harmonia. There, easy thumbnail opportunity right there. Nose a sandwich and actually Sakaguchi in disguise so he can brag about how much he loves Final Fantasy VI. This part is the best part because it leads to amazing conversations outside of the game. Yeah, agreed. Like, this is where the better story content is in support conversations rather than in-game. But yeah, don't know what other Switch game you should play next. You're at a loss at the moment. Play Xenoblade Chronicles. But seriously, they have like a dozen anime arcs for your story. Have you written down? None of them. Better get to writing there. Also, this is approximately half an hour here, so like, will this be the end of one part and then I'll start another for the excuse of spreading this out a little bit to one, make them more easily watchable, but more importantly, end on part 200? Because we only have like 6 or something story chapters left, but there's still a few DLC maps that we gotta do. So, if I spread out, we can hit 200 probably.